Check, please.
Hey, if you're a normal person out there like me, you've probably seen all the videos, the news about an upcoming recession. It's looking grim out there, and you might be scared. I see this a lot with normal people. We're going to bring you our take, Paul's take, on how you can prepare for any upcoming recession, what to do with your money, where you should be placing it, and what options you have if things head south. We're going to show you how we're actually quite excited for some of these companies to fall into our buy range when it comes to stocks. We'll show you all this and more using our software. I bring your questions about a recession to a guy that has over $100 million in real estate, Mexican homes, multiple businesses, and stocks. You can Google him, and he'll bring his thoughts to teach you and I about what we can do moving forward. Paul, what's going on out there? It's getting scary.
Seth, thank you very much. Before we go further, guys, bottom left, like us, subscribe to us, hit the notifications. Seth told me to do it faster. Please do it if you like any of these videos. We have 1,300 of them. Please do it.
Bottom right for our viewers, Paul.
Oh, bottom right. Yeah. Wait, whatever it is. Did I point in the right direction?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that's all that matters. I pointed in the right direction.
Winter is coming, Paul, and we're all scared shitless.
What do you mean winter's coming? We're in the middle of winter.
That's a line people say, but it's coming. This recession is coming. We all know. You've told us for...
I hope we had a good clickbait title because this makes me cringe to think talking about recession coming in 2022.
Because normal people like me, we're worried, Paul. You're not. You're not.
Go look at the other YouTube channels and go search their history. Every year they write they do a recession is coming, and they just put the year in there. And the difference is I'm going to sit here and say that's all BS, that's all malarkey, whatever. Now, do I think we're at a higher level of chance of recession than the past? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the only recession we've had is the COVID one, which was astronomical. In 2008 was the last time we had a recession.
Yeah.
Guys, recessions are good. You might not like hearing that because you're like, Paul, I'm going to lose my job. I get that. I'm not saying it from the standpoint of it doesn't affect people. But just like it's okay for us to have illness, it's okay for us to have recessions. It resets things. It gets rid of the crap businesses out there. It gets rid of crap employees. It gets rid of people that need to go out there and retrain and retool and get yourself better. Go look at the history of recessions. Everybody as a whole in this country gets a lot better after recessions than they were beforehand.
What if I'm one of those employees barely holding on to a job I don't deserve, which I might very well be?
Well, then you should be...
Actually, it might be. Go on.
Awkward conversation we're going to have in about 35 minutes. Listen, if you don't deserve the job, then get yourself trained.
A lot of people are hanging on. They don't have the money
but they don't
to train.
Think that, though. They don't think that, though.
They don't have the money to train.
I know. It's always a reason why we don't do something. It's always a reason. Oh, my God, I can't do this. I can't do that. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? Take ownership of your life. Now, when it's a recession and it hits, what can you do? Guys, what you do, how you survive recessions, what you do before recessions. I don't believe in having an emergency fund. Yes. I've said this before. I believe your emergency fund should be your credit cards. People are like, that's so irresponsible. Okay. Yes. You know what's irresponsible? The emergency fund I have shown can cost you 7 figures in retirement. What's irresponsible? Giving up 7 figures in retirement for something that probably is very unlikely to happen. And if it does, it's not going to affect you for years and years and years. Or maxing out credit cards where even get to go declare bankruptcy afterwards, your 401k that you did max out is untouchable by creditors. Who's the irresponsible one now? Boop.
Oh, Paul.
Well, I just don't like these cliche like, oh, have an emergency fund. It's like, okay, has anybody calculated how much an emergency fund actually costs you? It costs you so much in retirement. Now, does that mean you shouldn't do it? No. If you really need to sleep at night by having 6 months of expenses in the bank, please do it. That's way more important to be able to sleep at night today than worrying about the 7 figures in retirement that you could have had.
Hey guys, Seth here jumping in real quick. We'll get right back to the video, but I want to let you know you can join our software. You can get access to this financial data and the new Everything Money chat right in your phone. Paul will tell you how to get it right now.
So guys, we created the software because our users wanted to be able to analyze their own stocks without having to wait for us. So we put hundreds of thousands of dollars, made the software. You get 30 years of financial data. You get access to Seth, Mo, and I, 8-pillar analysis, the stock analyzer tool, the retirement calculator, and you get everything on this main page that is coming soon. This is all included. And if you look right here, these are all the things you get. You get everything on a mobile phone. Everything we're talking about here is ready, available on your mobile app. One app for everything. But most importantly, guys, you get our Discord, our community of, now it's off of Discord. It's right in our app. You get a community of over 6,000 people you can talk to every single day about your investment ideas. If you're like them, you felt alone having these ideas about investing that weren't reciprocated by others, but now you found the community here. And this is all available for only $1 per day. less than a cup of coffee, if this can make you 1 or 2% or save you 1 or 2% of losses every year, it will lead to hundreds of thousands, if not millions. $1 per day, 2 ways to sign up, everythingmoney.com or Patreon. The benefit of everythingmoney.com is we're not large enough yet to charge sales tax, so you won't be charged sales tax quite yet. And look at this, guys. You get all of this. Our competitors are a lot more money and don't provide as much. $1 per day. Go sign up now. I'm sitting here saying about the recession coming. I don't know when a recession's coming. Are there indicators? Sure. Yield curves inverting, inventories. Look at trains. Warren Buffett loves trains because he looks at train deliveries every single quarter to see how his trains are doing and every single month. And that's how he looks at recessions. Oh, people are buying less stuff. Trains are less full. That's how he looks at things. Look at car sales. Look at all these things. Look at unemployment numbers tend to be a lagging indicator, though. People tend to lay people off when the recession starts. There are a ton of ways to look, but how do you prepare for it? Having money in the bank, spending less than you make. That's
tough for me.
I know, Seth. Seth's the best, by the way. Let's get into a little conversation about Seth. We love Seth. Seth is making a lot of money this year. And he always says like, well, Paul, what if this happens? We'll spend less money. But my solution to everything is to spend less money. And he goes, well, but wait a second. I'm like,
I don't want to do that.
Well, Seth, there's only 1 or 2 things you can do.
Make more, spend less.
Make more, spend less. One of the two is going to happen.
But you know I'm a super saver too. I mean,
you are saving well this year. But if you make $5 million a year, after taxes, call it 2.8, saving $800,000 is not something admirable. As a percentage, it's admirable, but you should be saving 2.2. You should be saving $2 million.
I'm not making $5 million for those of you
not making $5 million a year. If he is, then where the my money? Because I don't see it then. You just have to spend less money. That's it. And with Seth, it's so funny because he loves buying all these useless things. And by the way, Magic the Gathering cards, I'm quite sure in a recession will probably lose value.
That's what I'm waiting for.
So this is going to sound very, very simple. And most things in life are simple, but not easy. We have our software that's behind us. We have a chat community. You just click up here. You can talk to everybody about anything. You type in recession. 23 results in the last 2 or 3 weeks on just people mentioning recession. Okay? So what's the point of that? Guys, for less than $1 a day, for a cup of coffee, not even a cup of coffee, you can have all the software. Watch our other videos. You see Stock Analyzer tool. You see, look at this. A few good minutes, exclusive videos just for people who are part of our community.
Show how many there are, Paul.
There are so many. Look at this. Every single day we post.
So, Paul, with all this said, here's what I've learned listening to you for the past 3 years. When everything's high flying and wonderful, I'm weary. And when it starts falling, I get excited. Our text messages blow up with fire emojis when companies fall. So what can a viewer at home be excited about when a recession hits?
This is what the stock market will do, guys. And this is what the economy, U.S. economy will do over long periods of time. This is the growth. But this is actually what happens. Okay? In the stock market, these are the opportunities to buy. That's what happens when stocks fall. They give you opportunities to buy because the value and the price are totally different things. The price is merely the perception that everybody has about a company. That's it. And when perception is really good, stock price is high over value. When it's bad, it's usually below value. So same with the recessions. When we have a recession, it's just people, well, not exactly the same, but it will get better. There are cycles. The U.S. had a Great Depression in 1928 where incomes fell over 50%. And guess what? The U.S. economy is way better now than it was in 1928. Way, way better. Way, way, way better. That's the point of it. We always get better. Our economy is better than it was in 08. Our economy is better than it was in 94, 95. All of these better than 01, 02. After planes hit our towers, we literally got attacked in the U.S. We went into recession, and we are way better now than we were back then. That's the whole point. Just be calm. Eight pillar on. But also save your money. That's the way to get through it. Or use a credit card with a really high credit card limit. That way you can max it out and you have to declare bankruptcy. I'm not suggesting you declare bankruptcy. What I'm saying, though, is your 401k and Roth IRA are untouchable by creditors if you have a financial problem. So max those things out. Max the F out of those things and take your credit cards along for your emergency fund. That's my opinion.
Okay, Paul, thank you for that take as always. I'm always learning. I hope you are too at home. Make sure you fondle the thumbs up, tickle the like, and subscribe, and you will get more of Paul screaming at you and me just fondling your butt cheeks, Paul, like I always do. See you next video.